When we found out we were coming to the Sacramento area to take the van to Vinny's, I started doing a little research because this is very close to Napa Valley and we have never been to wine country. So that's what we're doing today, and we're taking you along.
Now, while we could have chosen many places in this region, there's one place in particular that we're excited about visiting, and it is because it is known for rest and relaxation.
We are headed to the northern part of Napa Valley to a little town called Calistoga. And when we told friends that we were going to be up in this area and they knew all of the craziness that we had been through recently, they were like, this is the place. Not only are there tons of local places where you can wander local, but they also are known for spas. They have thermal springs. They even have a natural geyser.
Geyser.
Okay, geyser.
Geyser is me at this point, especially after all of the stress. I feel like an old geezer right now. Yeah.
But apparently it is like known to be the place where you go and relax. And that is exactly what Daniel and I were looking for, considering all of the things that we have been enjoying lately. So we are considering this weekend our reset for the next phase of our travel life. Hello, wine vines.
And I've got a birthday coming up in a month, so yeah, this is like a pretty early birthday gift for myself.
Daniel, are you telling me you're celebrating like an entire birthday month?
I'm celebrating now in advance of my birthday because we're at a relaxation spot, and I feel like that is what I would want for my birthday anyways.
How old are you going to be since it's going to be your birthday?
I am going to be 29 yet again. So 29 plus. All the pluses.
Okay, so in case you don't know this, Daniel and I have a little bit of an age gap. Okay, so you have to guess because this is a really fun game because most people guess that we're basically the same age, which is not the case. So I think this is a benefit of being Spanish. So I'm just going to leave that one hint and leave a comment below. Guess what our age difference is.
And if you say Lauren is older than me, bonus points. For me at least.
It's obviously not me. Since this is our very first time to Napa, we decided that we would look up a couple of fun Napa facts. So, twofold here. First, apparently over 95% of the vineyards that are here in the Napa Valley area are family owned. So that's pretty cool. That being said, 95% of them are not family friendly, meaning that if you are under 21 or have people who are accompanying you that are under 21, you can't actually do a tasting. So when you come out here, I don't really know what the percentage of them are that are or are not family friendly, but make sure when you are looking it up, if you do have little humans who are joining you, or even like, you know, teenagers, whatever, you want to check and make sure that any of the vineyards that you want to visit are family friendly. Just fun side note. We're getting close. Look, there's a castle. How are you feeling after all these windy roads, D?
I'm a good litmus test for anybody that deals with motion sickness because I get motion sick pretty easily. The road in from Sacramento is a very, very windy road. And it's not because you're driving too fast. I mean, there were points where I was going 30 to 40 miles an hour, but it's so windy. And if I was in the passenger seat, I would have been puking for sure, 100%. Luckily, it's less when I'm driving, and I'm sure if you get motion sickness, you understand. But I was just telling Lauren, I'm like, we're gonna have to fly out of here, like get a private plane and fly out of here, because I can't drive that road again.
Or we just moved to Calistoga, and here we are. That's so cute already.
I've got a wine joke for you because I have a friend that's in the wine business. How do you make a small fortune in the wine business? You start with a large fortune.
We've officially made it to Calistoga. Woohoo!
Now, we just found out that on the main strip here, there's 3-hour parking, but on the off streets, there's no limit on the amount of time that you can park there. So
That's a win.
that's a win. Yeah.
Dash man. Hi, buddy. Are you happy to be out of your car seat? Yeah. Do you like the flowers, buddy? Yeah. That for sure. Just one at a time? It's delicious.
True story, we were eating and Dash wanted to be done with it. And as soon as we took him out of the high chair, this is what happened. What are you doing, little man? You got a little radio flyer? Did you get stuck? You gotta put it in 4x4 mode. That's how you get it out of there. Yeah, you already know that, don't you? I don't think Dash understands the concept of stealing, but he's trying to take this radio flyer home with us. Dash is on ride duty. Daddy's got the steering. We're going for some laps. You ready? What do you think, dude? Whee! Are you sleepy? You're sleepy, but you still want to have some fun.
Now that we've had some yummy lunch, we're just gonna explore, but holy moly, it's mid-August. It is hot up in here. Like, really hot.
Lauren, having some flashbacks? Seeing that flatbed tow truck? Does that give you some flashbacks?
We're not allowed to talk about the van this weekend. This is reset weekend.
That's true. That's true. Good point. Dash, what are you doing, buddy? What are you doing? Why are you leaning forward?
That's his newest thing. He's just so excited about exploring the whole world that he can't sit back and relax in his seat anymore.
Wait. Washington Street.
So that's the secret.
Did you find something you love, Dash?
Now that we've been wandering town a little bit, it is time to go check in. It's an Airbnb and check-in time is 3 o'clock exactly. So we arrived around 11. We've been wandering around for a few hours. Obviously had some lunch, which we showed you, but yeah, it's time to go check out this cool new place that we have picked out.
Of course, it's local, and it is a really fun brewery that's on the river, which is a little dried up, but we'll call it a river. And
We're like a trickle at this point. Yeah, we saw that.
But it's local, and apparently from talking to some of the people at the shops, this is like the place where all the locals hang out. So we are on point for today's goals.
Here's the river we were talking about here. Right down there. And that's it. All dried up.
This is our new home for the next couple days, Dash. After a relaxing evening in, we are ready to go out and adventure again. This area is so much more than just wine. And for starters, we're going to show you one of the other things that it is. So where are we going, Mr. Fernandez?
We are headed to a very popular destination. And that popular destination is Old Faithful. Here we go. There we go. Welcome to the Old Faithful. Geyser, or as alarm to call it, geyser. Not the one you were thinking of. We gotcha. You thought we were talking about the Old Faithful in Yellowstone National Park, which is obviously a huge destination. This is another very popular destination of sorts, but here in the Calistoga region.
The thing is, we were planning on going and seeing Old Faithful, the geyser in Yellowstone, but then hashtag van life.
Yeah, van life. It happens. We might come out with a shirt that says that.
Okay, but let's go check this one out.
See past that one? We drove 2 minutes up the road. 2 minutes. I mean, that's fast. That might be a new record. That might literally be a new record. 2 minutes out. Gonna give you a little tour of the property while we're here. There's lots of outdoor activities that include bocce ball, and you've got some cornhole going on there and some swings. Looks like there is some animals over here. Sign said there are some baby animals, so that's kind of cool. Here we go. There's some farm animals. And of course, the main attraction is Old Faithful, the geyser. Now, while it is not erupting, it's kind of hard to tell, but it's a little bit somewhere over there. It's basically just a pool with some rocks. It's expected to erupt, she said, roughly around 11:30. It is 11:13 now, so we'll keep a close eye on that. And as soon as it does erupt, we'll show you what it looks like. But right now, it's just looks like a little tiny hot spring with some rocks. The grounds here are very, very, very pretty. There's lots of seating areas. If you want to bring the entire family, make a day of it, it's definitely a cool place to do that. What are you doing, little goat? Hey, what are you doing over there? Hanging out with your alpaca friends? Hello, little alpaca. What are you up to? You're just shaved. That's probably a good thing considering how hot it is, right? Do you think about this extreme heat that we're dealing with here? Do you have an opinion on that? No? No? You pleading the fifth? You don't want to say anything? You don't want to get in trouble? Yeah? Scratching your butt's a little more interesting. That makes sense. Here is where the action's gonna go down. Right there. Zoom in there. There you go. And now we wait. Now, in case you were curious about how geysers work, this would be the moment to pause the video and read through this. I'm not gonna cover it all because, well, you have a pause button, but this gives you the complete rundown. Was Dash enjoying the festivities so far?
Thinks they're fantastic.
Right? He's having a good time.
I was just reading over there on the information panel that there are only like 1,000 geysers in the entire world. And like only in a handful of countries, obviously the US being one. But Daniel and I have never seen one. Have you seen one before? If so, or not, leave a comment below. Tell us which one you've seen or which one you want to see. We have no idea how long we're going to be waiting until this thing happens. But we're excited.
Personally, I imagine a time when, because there's a section over here that was opened in the 1930s, when people would probably come here and just sit all day, wait for the geyser, or I guess maybe not all day, depending on how often it erupted, but
I think this one's supposed to erupt like once every 40 minutes to an hour.
Okay. What I was going to say is that society's become a lot more ADD, so the fact that...
we're like, we've been here 10 minutes.
I know, like, what TikTok geyser, which is probably why they created so many, like, entertainment solutions here with bocce ball and so on. Keep you entertained. All right, there appears to be a little bit of action going on here, so I'm going to bring you along and we'll investigate. Okay. Let's see here. A little more steam. Okay. It's 11:25. Okay, the water's starting to bubble right about there. There we go, look at that, you can see that. Oh, there it goes. It's starting to erupt. Whoa! Woo. What? Look at that. Wow, that is cool. Wow. That is amazing. Just to give us some perspective, got some people in the shot so you can see how high it's shooting up there. Wow, that is cool. What are your thoughts? First geyser ever.
It's kind of amazing.
Right? I think so too.
It reminds you of like a Las Vegas show.
Like the
Like-
Bellagio,
Yeah, but it's like natural.
powered by nature.
Powered by the planet.
Yeah,
It's pretty freaking cool.
it really is. Dash, what are your thoughts?
He loves it.
He loves it. Be a close-up shot there. That is interesting.
Okay. Now that we did that, well, I mean, part of what being here is about is wine. So we're gonna go check out a winery. Why I'm walking backwards, I have no idea. Dash is ready for the winery. Well, actually, this one has a little more. Cheers.
You actually get both because I'm driving.
Okay.
Look at you. Yeah, game on. So there you go. Absolutely beautiful grounds here. Wow.
True story. I don't think that there is anything or anywhere more relaxing to drink wine than at a vineyard.
Over in the Napa Valley and spans all the way over to the Sonoma.
That was amazing and would highly suggest coming out here if you're in the area. We even ordered a half case to go back to Nashville. because, well, why not? I mentioned it before, but this place is really a lot more than just wine. And speaking of, there is literally one of the best breweries in the world that is less than 30 minutes from here. And as that's this guy's jam, that's where we're headed now.
Pretty exciting. The backstory is this. Years ago, I was a nerdy beer collector, like the kind of beer nerd that traded beers and shipped them around the country and had friends that also traded and went to beer releases, things like that. And Russian River had some of the best beers in the world, but they could be very difficult to get. So the fact that we're here, even though I no longer collect beers, is kind of a cool thing. Because, well, they make some amazing product, and I can't wait to try a few.
Spoiler alert, that's where we are, Russian River Brewing.
Joined up with the winery Core Bell. You gotta realize as a greenhouse, and together they opened up Russian River Brewery out of Richards. 2003 comes along. Oh, nice. Close stock dimensions, and they are 3-to-1 ratio. That means how wide they are. Of it too. You have to wait. Well, that bottle's going to get a little shot of CO2. CO2 being a heavy gas, it's just going to hang out at the bottom of that bottle. And then we do another barrel aged beer that we call a teach-in. What that means is Vinny, our brewmaster, on one barrel for about 8 to 16 months. This end result is like a hybrid between beer and wine. It's delicious. Actually, he's not going to inoculate it and introduce yeast. He's going to pump that hot work from the brew house. People, when you do a flight, never just pound it right away. Always just.
I know what you're thinking. Where the heck is Dash while we go on a brewery tour? Dash got the primo hangout spot with our friend Julie. She and her husband Tim are also Airstream owners, but they might be the most wonderful people we know, as they're the ones who came and rescued us when the van got towed recently. After a relaxing afternoon at Russian River Brewing, it was time to head back to Calistoga. This area is basically teeming with spas, but after talking to some of the locals, I picked one out because, well, it's one of the only family-owned resorts still left in the area. And y'all know we love to wander local. You can see the hot springs back in there. And this is where we're going. So I'm keeping my voice low because treatments are in progress. But this area is known not only for their thermal spas, but their mud baths because of the volcanic ash in this region. I've never had a mud bath in my life. Probably not going to get to bring you along for that, but I'll definitely keep you updated when you know how it goes. While I enjoy the mud bath and a massage, we'll take you to the Buddha Pond. Okay, that was straight up fantastic. So much so that I went ahead and booked Daniel a massage. He doesn't know that yet, for this afternoon, because that place is amazing. And that's saying something, because I've been to a lot of spas. But the mud bath was an experience like I've never had. So if you've never had a mud bath, basically what they do is you get naked and they just cover your body with mud, and you sit in there for like 20 minutes, and it's a heat treatment. So it gets really hot, and then you do a mineral bath after that for like 20 minutes, and then 10 minutes in a dry sauna. If you ever get the chance to do that, highly recommend. Look, somebody found an Airstream and a sleeping baby. There are all sorts of unique wineries and wine tasting experiences in Calistoga. And this one's in walking distance of our hotel, but it's called Tank Garage, and it is so cute and modern and hip. In addition to having the awesome pinball machine, they also had really good wine. So we shipped a case of it back home to Nashville as well, considering my parents are going to house us since our van crises means we're homeless again. You see. But before we knew it, it was time to go. Dashman. Yeah. Now that our long, relaxing weekend is over, we are headed to the airport.
But first, gas. You gotta gas up the rental car before we return it. So that's one of the first steps, because they will charge you one of these, you know, if you return it and you don't fill it up. It's expensive. And I know you already know that, but yeah, I always make sure to gas up. And I always gas up the rental cars. I don't know about you, but maybe you just like return it and let them fill it up for like $1 million a gallon, but not this dude.
So obviously he's feeling relaxed if he is talking to us about the rental car versus the van.
What van? I don't know anything about a van. Is there a van?
I think the long and short of it is that after our long weekend, we just are thankful to have a little bit of space and a break from the van. To be fair, the Airstream corporate team did reach out to us, and we are talking with them about hopefully getting some things situated with the van and getting everything fixed. So we'll be giving you an update on that soon. But for now,
yeah, honestly, they did reach out with genuine concern, and that means a lot to us, and I know that means a lot to all of you as well. So we'll keep you updated.
But now we're off to Wanderlocal in Nashville, and we hope you come along for that adventure too. So if you haven't already this week, make sure you Wanderlocal, because as you know, it's good for the soul.